be that motherfucker, and I would jizz in your hamburger if you pissed me off. And I would also beat you with a fucking plate if you said some shit to me rudely.
So I could call you. So you say you want flip burgers with your flip chicken sandwiches?
Fuck no, I ain't working at Chick-fil-A, asshole.
I mean, you don't flip burgers. You don't even flip the chicken. You just put it in an air fryer. And just...
Man, I don't give a fuck. I ain't no. That's where I draw my line. Really, that's it. That's where I draw my line on shit that I'm willing to do. Just like I will. You'll never catch me out there pushing no motherfucking carts at no grocery store. Like, that's one of the reasons why I got out of that job whenever I was in high school, is that they, like, told me, or I was in the bakery making food, and, like, one night the cart person called off, and it was a really slow night, and they fucking told me, go out and push carts, and I was like, but we have no fucking customers. I was like, what do you want me to fucking do? And the lady was like, oh, well, just sit outside then, and make yourself look busy, and I was like, okay, so I just went out to my car and blazed all fucking night. And I would come back in, push a cart or two in. Like, the entire night I might have pushed 50 carts for 8 hours. And that's all I did. And then the next day the fucking manager got pissed off at me because I was nowhere to be found. They were like, well, why didn't you bag groceries? I was like, because nobody fucking told me to. Like, the fuck? And, like, ever since then, like, I refuse to push carts. Because, like, dude, I'm not fucking working 4 fucking jobs. Like, that's too much work. Like, if I want to do that shit, I'll go back and work on a farm.
Are you ever going to go back to work on a farm?
I mean, I plan on buying one.
I say go work on a farm and get paid.
Nah. I mean, I want to... Like I said, I'm going to plan on buying one. I've been trying to find land that's big enough for what I want.
I told you, go to North Dakota.
I mean, dude, I was looking at some land in Colorado just yesterday.
I don't want Colorado land.
Because, I'm trying to think, where was it? It was about 3 hours from my house now, but, like, the land it was like 40 acres for fucking $25,000.
Alright, never mind. Because I was looking at North Dakota and South Dakota, and then it was like that much for like, that mean acres for about the same price. So that's the only reason why I was looking over there.
I don't know, it was some weird name town. I can't remember what it was called.
I really want to own a town that's like a town that only I live there. And I could be the mayor, sheriff, all that stuff.
I've thought about it. Because, I mean, dude, like, I know places that we could buy. I do. And, like, but my fear is that it's fucking haunted.
Why would you say that?
I mean, dude, why else? I mean, dude, you got to think about most of these towns, they're in the West. So, more than likely, and most of that shit's from the wild, wild West. So, you got to think about all those fucking people that died.
I mean, that's like any town that you live in.
Well, yeah, but I'm not talking about, like, dying. I'm talking, like, murdered, dying, you know, raped, murdered, killed, anything else.
I mean, that's every land, every state.
I mean, yeah, but you gotta remember, you're owning an entire town. It's not like you're just owning one piece of property.
No, one town I was looking at, like, New Mexico is, like, pretty much a building, gas station, sheriff department, and then another building, and that was the whole town. And this guy owned the whole town, and he said he was a sheriff, mayor. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I want to do. I just want to say I own all this stuff.
I wonder if you could get government money, since if it's legally, like, a town.
I mean, my only question is, like...
But could you get federal or money from it?
My next question is how the taxes going to be set up for that town. Can I decide myself?
Ooh, yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure it's up to the county commissioner. Wait, well, actually, I don't know. Actually, you might get fucked on that aspect. But, dude, like I'm saying, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to get state and federal grants. If you own the entire town and you were mayor, sheriff, and everything, you could legally get money to sponsor yourself as a fucking sheriff to pay yourself. You could get money to be paid for a fucking mayor. You could get money for road improvements, light improvements, all kinds of shit, and you could pretty much pocket all of it. And yeah,
I need to look more into that. Cause
right, I'm now that you're saying that, it makes me really wonder if you could get away with that. Because, I mean, like I said, it's a town, technically. And towns get funding to be towns. So, technically, there should be state and federal grants, or, money that's given to those towns.
Yeah.
Or at least that you could apply to get, You know, you could be like, oh, you know, I need 100 streetlights, and, you know, you could fucking install them yourself and pocket the rest of the money. You know, you could fucking go rebuild the road, pocket the rest of the money. You know, I mean, there's all kinds of shit, you know. Say if the sheriff's department needed a new roof, you could get $1,000 for that. You know, you get somebody to come put it in, you pocket the rest of the money that you didn't spend.
I need to buy a town.
The fucking IRS is going to hate me whenever they hear all this shit. They're just going to be like, oh my God.
They probably going to be like, next year, new IRS standard. Your town has to have more than 10 people in it.
They're going to be like, Max Q. Alright. Pulling all of his fucking records. They'll be over there and they'll be like, how many LLCs can one person legally own?
I mean, is it a limit?
I don't know. I'm just saying, they'll be like, wait, why does he have this many vehicles wrote off? Why is there this many miles?
Oh, they have cop cars, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. Like, have a cop car. Have a armor car for your mayor, also known as myself. Give myself a car for a school service. Ooh, I would do a construction site, too, so I could fucking play with the excavators and stuff like that.
I mean, dude, if you got snow, you could probably get grants and shit for snow removal. So you could buy those big-ass trucks with those big-ass plows. You could probably get grants to get salt, so you wouldn't even have to spend salt for your own self.
Bruh, I'm about to buy a town. If you anybody else down, the two guys, it's gonna call 2 Guys, 2 Beers City, or just call 2 Beers. I don't know. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, I'll probably try to come up with a cooler name.
Or it's gonna call Phantoms, especially if it's haunted. Ooh, then I could have a haunted house. Ooh.
I mean, it depends, dude, because they're like, I've seen like people and like, so like, there's one guy, yeah, he's some YouTuber. And, like, he used his money that he got off of YouTube and shit to buy a town. And he said that, like, this place is so fucking far in the middle of nowhere. He said it's like 4.5 hours for him to get supplies.
Wow.
I was like, holy shit.
I mean, I figure most towns would be super far away.
I mean, I figured like an hour or two, but like 4.5 hours from the nearest town that has a Walmart. Or, oh, sorry, he said Home Depot. But I'm going to assume Walmart's implied with that. But, like, that's fucking crazy. Like, could you imagine having to drive? Like, dude, that's a fucking 9-hour trip just to get there and back.
You have to make sure I get everything one time.
That would be whenever I would Amazon shit and make UPS deliver that motherfucker.
Or if UPS say it's not dropped off in our area.
I don't know if they do that, though. I mean, dude, they'll deliver shit to some of my cabins and shit that are, like, 2 hours outside of the cities.
Yeah, but it's 4 hours. And think about it, as the town goes smaller and smaller cities, you could never get nothing there.
That's what I'm wondering. I mean, now I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find the guy and private message him and see if he'll tell me whether or not UPS and shit will actually deliver out there.
And then think about it, do he get Wi-Fi out there? Because, well, if like at a small town close by don't have it.
I'm pretty sure he wouldn't even have cell phone coverage. Because, I mean, you got to think, if he's that far out of population, unless he's near a major highway or something, he wouldn't be able to get the cell phone coverage that he needs.
I got to rethink this by my own city.
I mean, I wouldn't even care, dude. Still, I mean, you could get that shit brought out there. And besides that, dude, nowadays, with all the satellites and shit, and with, who is it? It's Elon Musk that wants to launch the internet satellites, isn't it?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Well, that was one of them, but I think we read into that and he canceled that.
Yeah, but I feel like he's going to redo it later.
Yeah, I don't know why he wouldn't. No, that's what I didn't get. I was just like, why wouldn't you launch those drones that you wanted to launch to give the world free Wi-Fi?
Well, because now he's in the Senate and a lot of people are starting to question, like, how much money are you really making?
You mean, and all the shit that they're hiding from people and only putting up certain information that they want to be put up and not other?
Well, that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying now. Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they should remove parts of the bill because, like, I feel like they shouldn't be able to side with any certain party. They should be unbiased being like that. Like, I mean, even news corporations, I feel like they shouldn't be able to side with one thing. I feel like they should give you completely unbiased news. And, like, you know, I mean, even with Fox, like, I feel like even they shouldn't necessarily side with Republicans. You know, they should be an unbiased news network. You know, and to me, that's what would be fair.
Well, I've been saying that we need just one news that tell us the whole truth, nothing but truth. So help us.
So help us God.
Well, I don't want to say that. You never know what people believe in. I started seeing that people from all over the country, I mean, all over the world, listen to us. We have people in Russia. We have people in Australia.
I mean, everybody technically believes in a God, correct?
I mean, yeah, but, you know.
I mean, I don't know. I'm asking. That wasn't necessarily a statement as much as it was a question, but I believe most religions do have a God.
Buddhist?
Yeah, but technically isn't Buddha like their God?
Hinduism?
I mean, I don't know, do they count their cows as a God?
Well, that's it for our podcast. I don't want to get in trouble.
I mean, I don't know. I'm curious. We're going to look this up. Or if anybody wants to, like, shoot us an email, 2guys2beers90, and let me know, please. Because I'm really curious now, and that'll save me from having to do some research because I'm lazy as fuck.
Well, you talk about how the coronavirus has mutated to 2 different mutations. One is being found in UK and starting to be found in America.
Oh, the other one, no, the one from the UK has been found in America.
Yes, I said starting to be found in America. It's 3 cases so far.
There's actually more than that.
I mean, I'll figure, but so far 3.
Confirmed. 4 cases in Florida alone, and then there was a couple other elsewhere. I don't remember.
California and Colorado.
But then they found a second strain that's a whole nother mutation of coronavirus that's been found in between South Korea and Africa.
South Africa. So this shit's about to be with us for the rest of our life.
Yeah.
The only good thing is, like, these variations is not deadly. It's just more.
That's not true. Actually, they believe they're more deadly.
No, what I was reading, while I looked at the video, they said it's not deadly. It's just more contagious.
Just think about what you just said.
I will literally play the fucking thing.
I know exactly what it says, but literally, think of the words that just came out of your mouth.
It's more contagious, so it's more likely for you to catch it, but it's not.
Which would make it more deadly.
So
the way so basically they're wording it into a way that'll make you think that it's not as bad, but they're telling you that it is worse.
I'm just gonna go by what they said off the thing, because I mean, viruses is different type of viruses. That one is good and one is just you catch it. It is what it is.
But yeah, you get what I'm saying, though, right?
I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm just going by what they said because, like I said, if the news tell me the truth, I'm just going to go by what the news says. What did the news say?
I mean, you can't fucking say anything against the news now because you get fucking banned for it.
I mean, that's why I just said go with the news way. When you trying to go against the news, watch this fucking shit get taken down.
They're over here going, bend your knees, bitches.
I mean, shit.
Get down and suck our mighty cock. That's pretty much what it's fucking coming down to.
They're going to tell you that soon. But that's all for the 2 Guys 2 Beers podcast. This is our New Year's episode. Sorry we was late. Hope everybody had a good year.
Happy holidays. I hope you all had a happy holidays. Hope you all got to actually do the New Year's. Oh, dude, before we end. So, I'm watching TikTok, right? And there was this girl who was in...
I thought you was going to talk about the 36-hour rave.
No. But, so, I'm just throwing out, it's like a conspiracy, but I'm going to assume she's probably not wrong. I don't know how to... I mean, I suppose if you're really good at editing, you could edit it. So, like, they're showing... It was during New Year's. But, like, they were showing fireworks going up over a bridge. I'm pretty sure it was in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
So, she shows you the TV after the New Year's ball dropped and goes outside on her balcony and shows you that they were literally shooting no fireworks.
I mean, that makes sense.
That's what I said. I was like, hold up, what?
I mean, I believe that that's hella fake. I mean, do you not? I really believe that's hella fake.
I mean, dude, what it's no, because they don't want people outside. So why would they shoot off fireworks? I feel like they were replaying an episode from last year.
Yeah, that's why I said I believe it's hella
fake. I thought
you
were saying her shit was fake. I was like, I kind of believe it, but that's really fucked up.
Not really, because they still trying to show there's like some remembrance of every year. I mean, shit, in Georgia, ain't shit shut down.